Hello and welcome back and welcome aboard Train Sim World. Hope everyone is doing well. I say it this way because I'll be doing 3 iterations of TSW of the same timetable scenarios, part 1 and 2. Okay, on to the show. I'm going to be doing a particular 1-minute service that is actually broken, but I'm putting this together because it spans multiple iterations of TSW. So we're going. I'm going to go into the Rampa Dresden Chemnitz. I'm sure I screwed that up a little bit. I apologize. I'm trying my. That's a hard one for me. Listening to Google Translate a couple dozen times. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, so we go to Explore, go to Timetable. So here we are with the BR442 Talon 2DB. It's a Bombardier. It was a manufacturer at the time, 2011 to 2020. 15 kilovolt AC overhead, electric multiple unit. Let's go select our service. As you can tell here, I kind of screwed up in the recording, but I ended up completing it. And the first time I got silver, now I got gold. Don't know how. Truthfully, I really don't. But anyway, it is the S3 Freiberg Sachs stabling part 1. So let's get into it. Okay, here we are. And basically the same thing, and just take this formation out of service and stable it in a nearby siding. Okay, so let's get it started at 08:35 in the morning. Okay, turn these off. Do it, well, not off, but make them darker. They're a little bright on my eyes. A lot of it is bright on my eyes. But anyway, let's put our master key in. Put the headlights on. The high beam lights on. Okay, so there's nothing to do but to get going and release the brakes and apply the throttle. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of speed here, and while I don't have the HUD down here for the speedometer on the bottom right corner, I know I'm over speeding. Proceed as signals indicate. Okay, should have done that first, but okay. So, okay, this one here. Right here we lose power. Okay. There we go. Okay. Got less points this time, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can see I really went over the speed limit. And so I'm going to go into free roam just to show, because I don't have enough time to show everything. And so we go to free roam. And you can see here that there is no power. Where is the power? Well, let's go outside with the number 3 chase cam, and we can see there is no catenary. You got pantograph, but no catenary. I guess you can get the first part done if you really want to get the first part done. This is what I was looking for. This mast here holding the catenary. This is where your last bit of juice comes from, and as I said, that was part 1. This is already starting part 2. But anyway, yeah, this is where you're supposed to go, down here where that little blue waypoint marker is, waypoint stop marker. There is a mod author that makes a bunch of mods for couplers, all different kinds of couplers for train, multiple different trains, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Not to do a one technically. This took me 3 minutes only because I'm yapping. If I said absolutely nothing and just hit go, it would have been done in about 2 minutes, maybe less, minute and a half. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so back into the cab we go. Clearly, there's nothing that can be done. At this point, I would, if I was going to do part 2 from here, from pre-Rome, I would switch cabs, but I don't want to do it. Not going to do it that way because, one, it can't be done. And I just want to show the steps to get to it. This way you could see what happens. So, yeah, let me just bear with me and I'll get part 2 fired up. Okay, so we go to Explore, Timetable, select the BR442 Talon 2 DB, S3 Freiberg Sachs Stabling Part 2. Okay. Ooh, gloomy clouds. Ooh. Okay, so, wow, that's bright. So here we go. I'll put the master key on. Put the reverser forward, put the headlights on. Everything's running on battery power. Okay. So you see, it's not it's not magic pixie dust here making everything work. But yet, still, the pantograph can't be put up. So no, can't put up the pantograph. So yeah, here you sit. This is part 2. Here's the way it starts. So this is TSW 2. So bear with me while I fire up TSW 3. Is anything different? Let's find out. Okay, so here I am in TSW 3. So we go to the train, your collection, choose a route, and here we go. Look at that. Same route, go to timetable, and we find the BR442 Talon 2 DB. And this one is different because this is now layered with Schnellfahrstrecke. I use Google Translate. Hopefully I got it right. Schnellfahrstrecke Castle Würzburg. Not sure why it's labeled layered into that because it brings you into the same place. So select that one, and here we are. You can see I already somehow I completed it and got a blue silver medal. So we select the part 1 S3 Freiberg Sachs Stabling part 1, and we get started. Okay, here we are in our locomotive, same service. As you can see, no different from TSW2. It looks a little bit different with the way the title card is set up, but it's still the same one. S3 Freiberg Stabling Part 1 with the Talon 2 DB. So we select that and get started. Okay. Bit bright for my eyes, but so again, put the key in for to get the desk set up and activated. Put the reverser in forward. Headlights on, too bright. Everything is very bright, but anyway, we're all set to go here, and there we go. A little bit of power. Yeah, so the bottom gauge actually goes to almost 10. Okay. So, but the top one needs to be at 0. So, contact signaler, proceed as signals indicate. Okay. Give it a little bit more power. Pick up some speed here. Put the back to 0. That should be just enough to get us up the hill. Okay. A lot of stuttering here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. One more. No more power. Yeah, it should be just enough to get us up the hill. and hit our stop point. Okay. So there we go. 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Oh, wow. Look at that. I got gold. Wow. I'm surprised. Okay. So let me go back to free roam. And again, as you can see, it's starting me on part 2. Again, no power. And okay, so as I showed just before when I started this, the red needle actually went almost hit 10. So, and this top needle gauge, it will not go down to 0. You can see the driver assisting popping in there on the left. Raise the pantograph, close the main circuit breaker. So I didn't do that with TSW2, but again, pantograph is up. And closing the MCB is going to do absolutely nothing. But there you go. There's a reason why I wanted to do free roam, because I don't, the way things end in the scenarios, it's not enough time to go over what you know, something like this. So let's go back and show how you start too. Okay. There's a reason behind the madness. Just please bear with me. To the train your collection, choose a route. Again, back to the same route. Timetable. Again, select the BR442 Talon 2 DB. And we're going to go back to the same one. BR442 Talon 2 DB. Schneffelstrecke Castle Würzburg. Here's part 2. S3 Freiberg Sachs Stabling part 2. Okay, here we are. S3 Freiberg Stabling part 2. With the BR442 Talon 2 DB. Okay. And again, everything is on battery. So I could put the master key in, put the reverse of forward. Ooh, it is. Raise the pantograph and main circuit breaker must be closed. The lights on. Not that they're going to do much. Release the brakes. Nothing happens. And I can't even raise the pantograph. And normally, if you use this button, this lever here on the desk, whether it be with the keyboard shortcut, rail driver, or as I'm doing, you would hear a little bit of noise that the pantograph is being raised. And so there you go. And again, there's our waypoint marker for a stopping waypoint marker. And the only way this is going to get fixed is Uptail Games. And this is not going to get fixed. This is TSW3. This is the way it's going to stay. Plain and simple. I would be completely dumbfounded and gobsmacked if this ever got fixed in TSW3. So, there you go. That's that. Now we're in TSW4. So, we go to the train your collection. Choose a route. Pick a route. And we go to the same service, same route, I should say. Okay, select that. And we go to timetable, jump into a lifelike timetable. Ooh, I got one done here. Really? Complete services. Services complete. Okay, all right. Okay. We select the BR442 Talon 2 DV. Bombardier from 2011 to 2020. 15 kilovolt AC overhead, electric multiple unit. Okay, so we select that, and again, as in TSW3, it layers into Schneffelstrecke. I know I'm butchering that, and I apologize. Castle Würzburg. That's easier for me. So we select that, and here's our service. Look at that. I did do it. Look at that. How about that? And I got gold. How? I don't know. I couldn't explain it. So, S3 Freiberg Sachs Stabling, part 1. Like that, and we get started. Okay, here we are in this, with the title card. If it wasn't for the track monitor up in the right corner, you'd think it was TSW3. Anyway, same train, BR442 Talon 2. Take this formation out of service and stable it in a nearby siding. starting at 0835. Oh, let's get it started. Okay, here we are. Turn these bright monitors to the dark side. Go to the dark side, Luke. Okay. Release the brake. Headlights on. Master key on. Put the reverser forward. And we're all set to go. And as you can see, the brake, this top gauge goes down to 0. That's good. And this red one here on the bottom one goes almost up to 10 eventually. So, contact signaler, proceed as signals indicate. Okay. Give it a little bit more power. No safety systems, doesn't matter. Put that to 0. 1, 2, 3. Last one is right there. No more power. I went too far. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go to free roam now. Here you go. And going into free roam automatically has you starting part 2. And I don't really do that. But anyway, let's put the brake down to 0. Release the brake. Raise the pantograph and close the main circuit breaker to draw power from the overhead lines. Yeah. And as you can see, this gauge will not go down to 0. This will now go up towards 10. Not exactly 10, but and everything is still working because of the battery power. Come on, move over. There we go. Yeah. Battery's on. You would think that, you could at least release the brakes, but no, probably there's some like a blended electronic brake or something that's built into. I really don't know how that brakes. I know there's pneumatic brakes. Don't know how much of that is also electric, regenerative braking from the electric motors. But there you go. Go to change your collection. Choose a route, pick a route, timetable. Jump into a left-like timetable. Same thing. And we're going to select the BR442 again. And we're going to select the same one, Catanary S3 Freiberg. Sachs stabling part 2. Okay, here we are. S3 Freiberg part 2 stabling with the BR442 Talon 2DB. Continue this stabling move. Sure. Bright. Everything is so bright. So anyway, turn the key on, put the reverse in forward, release the brakes, and nothing happens. This red needle should be going up, not down. As you can see, no power. Parking brake is released. And raise the pantograph and close the MCB. Not gonna happen. Cannot raise it. You could try all you want. It's not gonna go up. Besides, there's no catenary, and the battery is on. That's what the battery is for when you do a cold start. If you were to do a cold start where this train was, able to actually get power from the catenary, maybe that provides some additional residual power besides the battery. I don't know. I don't exactly know how these work internally, physically and electrically, other than when you do a cold start, you got to turn the battery on, and there are many scenarios where you are told to turn the battery on. And I forgot which train it is, you actually have to turn two batteries on, one at each end of the train. It's a diesel, and then you start the motors. This one doesn't have a diesel motor, so it's done. Again, this is from TSW 2, 3, and now 4. Now, I'm not going to do TSW 5. I think that's enough. And you watch this to the end. You're welcome to try in TSW 5, but I can pretty safely say that it is the same in TSW 5, because there are some routes, some scenarios that are actually broken in TSW 5, but work perfectly fine in TSW 3 or 4. So what is going on here? I don't know. But this is not the only one. I've got a couple other videos that I still need to get edited that have nothing but problems. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I appreciate it. Leave your thoughts and concerns. And subscribe, share, and ring that bell. Make sure this way you get notified when another video gets posted. And, if you found this informative, helpful, useful, comical, I don't know, it won't hurt to take a little bit of time and click on subscribe and share and smash that little thumbs up. Let me know that I'm doing something halfway decent. Anyway, take care. Enjoy the holidays. I don't know when this is going to get posted, but if it's after Thanksgiving, hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. To all who celebrate Thanksgiving, and Christmas is coming up, so have yourself a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care, stay safe out there, and have fun with your families. God bless. Bye-bye for now.